Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to continue to be your daily advocate. If you're new here or you're not subscribed for any reason, please do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button. Thank you to all of you who have been watching and following me for so long. It truly means a lot, and I'm glad that I can be this person.
So if you're wondering what's going on, there right now is a massive amount of fear in the crypto space. We can see that the fear and greed index is showing 20. Right now, that is still higher than I would have expected it to be, as the entire crypto market is just falling down. Now, when we looked at the numbers yesterday, it was about -15 across the board. Right now, I would say it's about -7 on average or so it's not that bad anymore. Then again, the stock market hasn't even opened, but if we look on a 3-month or a 1-month perspective, I think we would all be able to agree that things are not looking that juicy. And if we open up a platform like Reuters, for example, the only thing which we're seeing is something which I don't want to shout out too much over on the YouTubes here, but again, I described it in a thread over on my Twitter as well, and I recommend you guys to follow me over on Twitter at TheDustyBC. Having said that, the implications, to kind of easily sum them up, are very confusing. And a little while ago, about 2 weeks ago, I made a video over on YouTube titled XRP Bitcoin and Crypto Holders Warning. CPI inflation just released, here's what it means. And there's a section within this video where I'm basically explaining why I'm opening up a short position all the way at about 44 point something thousand. I believe it was exactly 45.03 or something like that, $1,000 for Bitcoin. And the reason I described that I'm opening up a short position over on Bybit, again, a link is down below. I believe right now there's like $4,800 worth of bonuses with the link down below if you also want to get into leverage trading, but I digress. In the video right here in front of us, I covered exactly what a short is, why I'm placing it there, and the most important piece to explain right there is I believe in this section right here. It's about what a short is, but also why I'm doing it, I think. What we're basically saying is the price is from here going to go down. That's what we expect. Why? Well, because it can. Right? So we're basically saying we're gonna short, and if the price goes down, we make money. Why? Well, because we leveraged it, and the whole shorting process is actually borrowing and giving it back later while the price has changed. So basically, you're borrowing something, and you're basically giving it away. You're buying it back basically when the price is lower. So you basically take the money up on that difference. That's basically what shorting is in easier terms. But it's basically the same thing as you're expecting the price to fall down. Let's say you actually short right here and the price does fall down a little bit. Let's say it goes down about 7%, then you've made 70% profit because we do it with 10 times leverage, meaning we're doing it with 10 times more money than we have in actuality. The reason is, let's say the price did go up, right? We're gonna most likely make a lot more money on the tokens that we are holding. So basically we're good. But if the price comes down, like we've seen in a couple of these dip cases, our portfolio just crashes hard. So this short will only be beneficial to us if the price goes down, and kind of negative to us if the price goes up. But the way off is if the prices go up, you're making a lot of money with your portfolio. If the prices come down, your portfolio is hurting even more severely. It's going to hurt even harder. So what this short is doing is basically protecting your investment from going down. And that's where the leveraged short comes in severely, because it will basically go exponential to some degree, for that you only have to basically short with a small amount of money, but make a lot of money if the price actually does come down hard, while still, if it goes to the upside, you're not really losing that much money because, again, your short just gets gone, but the amount of money you're making on your traditional crypto that you already have is going to be way more. If you don't understand the concept, or you don't understand at all what I'm saying, guys, I would highly recommend you to look into hedging and basically. Yeah, so I think that actually explains this story enough. We basically just said short here, and I've said this for a couple of days before that as well. A lot of people were making fun of it because, wow, the prices went up. But the most important thing to think about is to have a hedge. And what we're talking about here is the situation is quite dire. And I've explained it in my previous video. We honestly don't know why Bitcoin is reacting in such a negative way. We've seen Russia being very positive towards Bitcoin, Ukraine being very positive towards Bitcoin. A lot of countries are now saying, oh yeah, let's please look into it, stuff like that. Yet the price keeps on falling. It's not reacting positively to it. I've tried to read some arguments from Twitter guys, but it just doesn't make sense to me still. Regardless of what you also, let me give a couple of examples here. Let's say hypothetical number one. Russia, for example, is wanting to escalate everything. They actually dump dollars onto the market basically because they have a lot of reserves. The dollar crashes. Would that be bad for Bitcoin? I don't think so. Let's say hypothetical number 2. Most banks, for example, they blacklist any Russian connection type of thing, which I don't want to talk about too much. Is that bad for Bitcoin? Not really, because again, it's basically the essence is that it cannot be blocked by anybody. You can always use Bitcoin regardless of whether or not your bank has been blocked or whatever. In almost any way, shape, or form, any scenario we can think of has a bullish narrative for Bitcoin, or cryptocurrency as a whole. So then why has it fallen down? That's a good question. Is it 1, because of massive fear and de-risking? Is it 2, purely because of manipulation? Is it 3, because they think Russia is behind Bitcoin and they're going to do something to it? I've actually seen this number 3 a lot more times in my comment section than you would have thought. A lot of people are thinking something along those lines, and they think that Russia is given this positive attitude towards crypto to actually crash it. A couple of others have said that Bitcoin is going to be mainly adopted by Russia, and so the US will try to ban it to not give Russia the benefits of it. We cannot say. And I will not sit here and claim that I know everything that's going to happen. I'm just telling you right now it's happening, it's going down. The articles are getting way more serious than a couple of days ago. Just a couple of days ago, people were like, but it feels like the same situation as March of 2020, where people were all laughing at the situation, thinking, oh, this is not going to be something. And all of a sudden, it turns out to be a really big deal. It kind of feels as if right now as well, the majority of people are kind of thinking this is not going to last, not going to be a big deal. But it's looking to be a really big deal because I look at the news and this is not something they're taking too lightly. All right, a lot of fundamentals are set in place, or a lot of fundamentals are set in place, I should say. A lot of actions being taken in the background. You might not be seeing it, but it's happening. It is happening. So at first, I wanted to kind of share a little story of just all the crypto news that's happening right here. I mean, there's a lot of bullish articles as well. Here, look at this. Deep bullishness for crypto. Analyst comments on Deutsche Bank report. A U.S. consumer survey by investing powerhouse Deutsche Bank provides bullish insight into the U.S. market, and generally speaking, things are looking good. It is interesting to note the deep bullishness for crypto. Even in an extremely bearish crypto market in which values were to drop 80%, less than half of investors would say they would reduce their investment or exit the market. Which once more shows 2 things. 1, it doesn't make sense for the price to drop this crazily. It doesn't make sense. Most crypto holders are there for the long term. And 2, this again confirms kind of in my mind the manipulation and the fact that crypto is really here to stay for as long as I can kind of think of. Really, crypto is, in my opinion, the future. Then again, these videos are in no way, shape, or form financial advice, as you guys know by now, but I'm saying it again just to reiterate it once more to people. It's not financial advice, it is just my opinion, just some stuff I found online, and just some conclusions I'm drawing from random facts on the interwebs. Don't take this as fact, always back it up with your own stuff, and do your own due diligence, but I'm saying here, don't start panicking, but start worrying about what the best move is going to be for you. As things can move really rapidly, I'm expecting some crazy volatility. And in terms of price, oh funny, look at that. Look at our XRP trigger. It's funny how the XRP trigger that we put basically here at one of our buy sectors was pretty closely attached to this local bottom right here. However, I'm not going to say that this is going to be the bottom for a long time here for XRP. I'm not going to say that I expect it to turn around anywhere or that Bitcoin is going to turn around. Okay. I mean, yesterday I told you guys, as long as we close above the $37.5 thousand mark, I'm staying a lot more bullish. We didn't though. It is still playing a little ping pong game though with retesting, but where exactly this is going to head, I am not going to let go of any statements right now, guys. I'm being really freaking careful. I am, however, going to do some more videos on my 5-minute crypto channel. So if you guys want some additional content that's just really short and some fun stuff, make sure you check it out. And I'm also analyzing more and more deeply into the inverse, or potentially right now, direct correlation between the stock market and Bitcoin/cryptocurrencies.
So enjoy your day, everybody. I'm always here for you. Leave any comments or questions below, and be sure to subscribe. But thanks, everybody. I really appreciate you. Enjoy your day, and I always have your back. So thanks so much, everybody.